Info on a laser. What is a laser? By definition, a laser is an amplifier which emits electromagnetic energy in the form of a concentrated light beam. Laser, and what it stands for. The term laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. How lasers focus on a tight spot. Lasers are able to focus on a tight spot due to a spatial coherence. Spatial coherence describes the correlation or predictable relation between waves at different points in space. This can be either lateral or longitudinal. First successful laser. The first successful laser was the Ruby laser beam. It had been invented by Theodore Maiman in 1960. Now let's talk about Theodore Maiman. Theodore Harold Ted Maiman was an American engineer and physicist who is widely credited with the invention of the laser. Maiman was granted a patent for his invention, and he received many awards and honors for his work. Maiman is most known for his creation of the laser beam. He lived from July 11th, 1927 to May 5th, 2007. Now let's talk about how it works. How the laser works. The laser beam is produced by exciting the molecules of the rubel crystal. The molecules then emit a characteristic red light and excite neighboring molecules. This process then continues in a chain cycle. The build of the laser. Both ends of the ruby crystal are silvered, which allows for it to reflect, thus amplifying the intensity of the light. The sides are kept free to allow light from the pumping light. This then results in a powerful red beam to emit out of one side. Now let's talk about types of lasers. So lasers can be used for many medical purposes, and that is what we are mostly going on with our topic. We want to discuss lasers within medical practitioners. So when we talk about lasers, there are three main examples. These are 1 being argon, 2 being krypton, and 3 being YAG. Doctors use laser beams because they are so small and so precise that it allows healthcare providers to safely allow for a clean cut into the body. Now let's talk about the argon laser. The argon laser uses noble gas at the active medium. It can be used for forensic medicine, general surgery, and ophthalmic surgery. Now let's talk about the krypton laser. The krypton laser is an iron laser using ions of noble gas, krypton, as it gains medium. It can be used for many medical procedures such as eye surgery to repair retinal tears due to its precise incisions. Now let's talk about the YAG laser. The YAG laser stands for the yttrium aluminum garnet laser. That is what it stands for. The yttrium aluminum garnet is a laser used to punch a hole in the iris to relieve increased pressure within the eye. Now let's talk about the application of the laser. The laser beam can be used for 3 types of applications. 1 being diagnostic, 2 being therapeutic, and 3 being surgical. Now let's look at the diagnostic uses. So diagnostic, they're used for ultra-sensitive analytic methods to detect even a single atom or molecule. They are used to locate lung cancer in early stages and they can also be used to measure the parameters of the combustion flow field, such as velocity, temperature, and components concentration with high space and time resolution and brought no disturbance. Now let's talk about the therapeutic. So lasers can be used for therapeutics. So an example of this is phototherapy or neutral jaundice, cancer, and various skin diseases. This laser can be used to treat this. Cancer photochemotherapy laser beams can be used to focus on internal organs, which allows for it to help with single administration of therapeutic dose in organs. Now let's talk about how laser can be used surgically. So lasers are used for many surgeries, such as the proliferative diabetic retinopathy, treatment of glaucoma, microsurgical technique for alteration of structure at subcellular level, microsurgical technique for genetic studies. Lasers are used for surgery because of their precise cuts that they can make, or incisions, rather that. Thank you for listening to my part of the project. Beyond this is Andrew Mazzacco's part.